Hello, everyone. Welcome back to some more Miami Overwatch. A little frame there. We are back again to do OW Homecoming.
Yes.
I do believe best of 3 matches as we had, I believe, this past week.
I think all of them have been best of 3s. All the ones that I cast have been best. No, it wasn't. I casted the ESC match on Tuesday. That was best of 5. I'm dumb.
This is, I think, the 3rd week of OWCS.
If I remember correctly, yes. And we're 3-1, 2 games a week. This will be week 3 to start us out.
Yeah, we are up against Texas San Antonio.
Apparently, we're both Texas San Antonio.
Apparently,
crazy things happening.
We unfortunately do not know a whole lot about this team. One I don't think we've ever really faced.
No, I was looking a little bit at the profiles before this. Not a ton of players that I recognize, so it's gonna be interesting to see. I think this first map's gonna be important to kind of get an idea of what's going on. Yes, so we also have our 2 bans. What is it? I forget the school that we're playing against. San Antonio?
Texas San Antonio.
They banned Mauga. It did say down there. I'm dumb.
Texas San Antonio banned Mauga, and we banned Wuyang, which makes sense.
No new characters. We're going back to Overwatch 1.
We're going a little bit.
And we're on Samoa. Important.
Yeah, important fact.
So, with Mauga banned, with Wuyang banned, I'm assuming we're going to kind of see some... maybe seeing Arisa from Pooter. It's Samoa. It's a more brawly map. Mauga's off the table. I didn't really think people were going to play Mauga anyways. Might also see some of that Reaper Zarya that we saw when you and me last casted, which honestly I wouldn't hate to see that. Them on Lijiang Tower with that was pretty good.
Yeah, and once again, because it is OW Homecoming, there wasn't really, I don't believe there is a map pick or ban.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just a map set.
It's a certain set. I can't exactly remember what we already played.
We played Lijiang once. Ilios? Was that
last week? It might have been last week.
That might be what it was.
I think it was. Yeah,
it was a KOF map. It wasn't Samoa or Lijiang. It could have been. It wasn't. It wasn't Busan. I remember that.
Oh no, Busan. Our team's not looking forward to Busan.
Yeah. Well, who is looking forward to Busan? Even if you're good at it,
people
that map
who play
sucks.
Widow.
Yeah, but those aren't humans. Yeah,
but yeah, so nothing much going on.
Humans and Widow players.
We did have season 19, I believe, or 18.
Yes. No, 19. 19's a new one. We have some perk changes. I actually don't know all of them. There's a cool Bastion one that I saw. I was playing it earlier. He gets his nade cooldown reset. I know there's also some balance changes to him, but I don't...
There was balance changes mostly to Wuyang. Everything else was mostly perks.
No, I think there were there were some new perks, but there was also some balance changes to perks that happened. That's what
yes. Balance changes to perks.
Speaking of, did you see the Wuyang change where they removed 10 of his explosive damage and gave him 10 impact damage, so he does the same amount of damage?
Yeah, it just
wonderful dev team we have here on Overwatch.
And then I do enjoy how they did make pretty much everything was just make the characters use the other perk.
Yeah.
What's what it said.
That's fair, but
there was cases
I would
have
like loved
Reaper.
Some other actual balance changes.
There was some cases like Reaper where it was just a rework of the perks. So now the fast teleport is actually the major.
Sorry to interrupt you. I'm seeing a Wrecking Ball coming out from Texas San Antonio, and like I said, we are seeing the Zarya Reaper from us. But Wrecking Ball, interesting composition here.
Yeah, very interesting to play. Especially, it's gonna be rough for this Echo, I believe, if Sire can hit those shots.
Yeah.
He can get melted down very quickly, and we see he's playing on this bridge. Oh, Sire already getting melted down by the ball.
Ball takes an aggressive slam and finds Sire with the help of the Echo. Then Lucio from R. Alfonso goes down, but Ron able to trade out the Tracer and take him out as Ball falls soon after. Miami just kind of able to secure themselves on the point while keeping the Zarya alive. Well, Ball can do good things on that first engage. He can't really hold the point afterwards. Pooter cleaning up. Be Kiriko on the edge, and it looks like we're also maybe going to get the Echo, if we're lucky.
On trying to hunt him down.
Okay, On's trying to get frisky for it, but he can't. He's doing right by me. That's the play I would have gone for.
Yeah.
See, I would have died there though.
Yeah. But once again, we see the little bit of a problem with that. What is Ball composition? You don't really have much presence.
Exactly. Once you get that first engage off, what do you do from there? The Zarya's high charge sitting on point. You don't really have any sort of way to clear them out. There goes early Nitrous Oxide taking out the Echo on that engagement. Managed to survive. Lucio falls too, as well as the Tracers. That's 3 down for Texas San Antonio, and it looks like we're just cleaning up now.
Yeah, something to figure out is that Zarya was one of the only characters, actually one of the only 4 tank characters I believe that didn't have any reworks with her perk system.
Oh, so same as Season 18.
Yeah, so Ball on the other hand, did actually get a few changes, and now he no longer gets rid of his bonus health.
That's what that was.
And so it adds on.
Yeah.
So now he can have up to, I believe, like 850.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's why he wasn't dying when I was playing with Aiden.
No, he does. Ball is pretty unkillable now, and that's why we banned Mauga, or I believe Texas.
Scooter falls kind of early to the Tracer in the ball.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. We see Texas San Antonio trying to pursue this engagement, finding the Kiriko next. But again, try to get Miami off the point is a little bit of a difficult task.
Yeah, just trying to get some
percentage. To 76-77. Ooh, a little extra delay from Mr. Alfonso. Even a little more. That's 80% off of that fight.
Unfortunate, though, Alfonso did not catch wave.
Oh,
So
that is true. That is true.
A little bit of a stagger. Granted, it is Lucio, so if you do stagger, that's really the best character.
Plus,
stagger,
I mean,
right?
it's 80% to 90. It's fine. You don't make that. You got plenty of time. Looks like though San Antonio coming up on quite a few ultimates here. Well, Miami does have the. Oh my God, the fight's already breaking out.
Yep, very high speed boost there. I'm looking for a place to use Blossom. The mines do come out. Not being able to do much because thanks to Gets they were able to evade a lot of it. But then the Zarya copy does come out. And Tali trying to build it up, but so many people on the side of Texas San Antonio is low.
See, that's the thing. Once Zarya's high charts can kind of box people out of the point. Pooter now taking the ball too, as well as the Tracer pick they got earlier, forcing the Echo to fly away. And on pops Death Blossom on the supports and manages to find the Lucio. Even though they fall after that kill, that's still a fine kill to get. Pooter throwing the beam out there, trying to scare off the Echo, while Ball and Tracer are forced to touch on the right side. Ball was first time on a high ground, and I need to stop talking because I'm running out of breath. This fight is going on for 30 years.
Yeah, and now we have a lot of ults coming out for both San Antonio and Miami. Pretty much only just OC on the left side of Miami. But unfortunately for San Antonio, who popped, I believe, nearly 3 ults now 4, they haven't gotten really any picks.
Yeah, Miami managing to turn this back around, going into this fight up 1. Ball forced to keep touching, but eventually kind of has to fall off 1 HP,
Ooh.
2 HP, 0 HP. I don't know why I was counting up there. But yeah, rest of Texas San Antonio falls to finish out this point. And now there's the coconuts. You know, you love to see it. That was a really, really good point for Miami. Pooter Scooter just getting any modicum of charge, 50% is even enough. Even if they go down people, they just kind of sit on point behind Pooter and he locks it down.
A lot, yeah, that's once again the issue with all comps. You have no presence, especially when you have 2 DPS that are as squishy as Echo and Tracer.
Yeah.
You have no real presence on the point. And we do see the switch coming out from Texas San Antonio.
I'm assuming we're going to see Nana switch to a Reaper, something like that. Maybe a Cassidy. Oh, yeah, no, it's probably going to be Reaper Tracer.
Yep, this
Though
is
not TP out of spawn.
Standard comp here. They may want to invest in that. Yeah, Natali doing it.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's really
believe,
important on this map especially.
Yeah. On most control points, just getting that extra TP range.
Well, like this one just has that really sick lineup.
Miami going to the right. Interesting TP.
It's a faster straight line to point technically.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
That's that lab tech.
So now we have this fight on the middle of the section. San Antonio already has presence on point thanks to going down middle. Oh, I'm going really low.
Getting really
interesting.
Aggressive. That was quite of an interesting TP, I gotta be honest. But you know, I've thrown out my fair share of interesting TPs too. I keep comparing on to me and my deaths because I just played so much Reaper.
Yeah.
I miss it.
Unfortunately, that TP perk where it gives you the quick 1 instant reload is now a major perk because it was just was so powerful.
Yeah, it was good.
And now the Wraith perk no longer gives lifesteal, and it was moved down to minor. And it just does a speed boost after you play Wraith.
It's like Texas trying to get a little aggressive here. So the Suzu comes out from Nitrous Oxide and does keep him alive. Wraithor and Suzu come out from the side of San Antonio. And Miami's looking to walk back up to this because Pooter is at maximum charge.
Yep. They do have to play a little bit more careful, though, because there's a lot more damage on the side of Texas San Antonio that can burst Pooter down instantly.
On TP in.
No cooldowns for Ronnie. This play is very safe here. Pooter trying to find an angle, already falling low. How do you use Suzu that early? It was really bad. But Alfonso finds a pick on Natalie, and then on the known.
On a Nonag taking out their counterpart on the enemy Reaper. That's just going to be some cleanup coming in from Miami because they were able to cap the point before anyone else touched. That's a really good fight when they take down 2 cap point and then get the cleanup. And that's 2 separate waves as well on the respawns. Miami's going to catch up to percentage really by the time this next fight breaks out.
Very nice there from Miami. Once winning a non-alt fight is always very nice because usually sometimes you're stuck at that little crossroads. Whoever caps point first just kind of has it until the next whole fight.
Boot it back up to maximum charge, and then Miami throws in the Kitsune to try and chase him. A good kite coming out from San Antonio, but they are able to trade. Sire goes down from Miami, while Bugsy on the Kiriko goes down on the side of Texas. San Antonio opts to switch all the way around to the next side of point, but it doesn't really work out as they aren't really able to put any pressure on Miami. As they do that, Miami walks in with full cooldowns. The enemy Zarya going real low, but able to survive and make it out. But as I say that, On chasing him down, hits the clip, takes out the Zarya, looks to find the Kiriko too. There's the go back to On, he's deep frying him.
Yep. The minute I
Okay,
saw.
never mind. Oh wait, no, he got the kill. Good job. Good job.
The minute I saw On hit that Wraith, I'm like, he's just hunting him down.
He was
he's
doing
hungry.
it to reload. He was
he's
hungry.
hitting that button.
What are the
reload.
macros on a Zari Kiriko duo? That's like 4,000 grams of protein right there.
And we do see a little bit of fight here. Unfortunately, Miami did pop, I believe, both.
Oh, early grab for Miami
man.
comes out and On just executes the Zarya and the Lucio.
That's what you need to do.
That's brutal to see.
They don't even want them to probably pop these all on the side of San Antonio. San Antonio having 5, but keeping them to spawn like this is very nice. And if On really wants to, he could go for a little bit of a sneaky TP play. The minute he use that Suzu, hit Blossom, probably get 2, even if he dies in the process.
I wouldn't hate if Miami goes aggressive too to try and force another ult, and that's exactly what they do. The grab comes out to counter the Blossom as well as the beat, and that's 2 from San Antonio for Miami's 1. While it does look like San Antonio's going to get back and get the point back to their control, that's a good way to reset the ult economy. You know, Miami coming up on their Kitsune Rush and their Sojourn ult to kind of match the Kitsune Rush and Death Blossom from Texas.
Yeah, very nice there from San Antonio, forcing up the beat. It was kind of helpful because now they have real no advantage going into this next fight, besides just having Blossom, which I will say is probably a little bit better for clearing than OC and some.
Oh, and here comes the Kitsune Rush from San Antonio, trying to start this fight out early, and On's Wraith Storm is forced, but Miami able to all the way back up. Here comes the Death Blossom from Texas San Antonio to try and continue the fight, but it finds nothing, and the counter Suzu, counter Kiriko Rush comes out from Miami and is able to turn the tide. Both DPS go down for San Antonio, followed by the Zarya, and then followed by the Kiriko, and that looks like it's going to be map 2, or point 2, and then the map for Miami. That's really good stuff from
Touch
Lucio.
coming out from the Guitar Bob, unfortunately.
Guitar Bob 1, excuse you. The 1 is very important to his name.
Shorten it down. But yeah, map 1 is Samoa going into Miami, kind of a dominant performance there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it is also because, from what I hear, Miami has scrimmed a lot against teams that like to use ball. Yeah. They've scrimmed a lot against OU. They scrimmed a lot
and they're also, like, they're solid Samoa team, I'd say. Looks like we have the Bonesaw sponsored play of the game coming out from Nitrous Oxide as we shift to the options menu in Overwatch. And honestly, that wasn't even the worst thing because all the play was a body shot kill on a Reaper and a random headshot onto the enemy Kiriko. Lovely play of the game there.
Yeah. So we'll see what the map for Texas San Antonio they will be picking here. Samoa, I will say, kind of favorable. It's probably one of our best control maps alongside Lijiang.
Plus,
one we've had the highest.
The Zarya Reaper comp is definitely something that's been working out well for Miami so far this semester. The only real times we've seen them switch off of it was in the recent NEU match. And in the recent NEU match, and I forget the name of the team. It was the team that played Hog, and then we went on the Orisa composition. Had Chronic on it. Oklahoma, that's who it was. But yeah, I like the Zarya Reaper. It's a good look from Miami, and it kind of lets them play to their strengths. You know, playing those aggressive plays.
It's not dive.
Yeah, exactly. But you saw the aggressive Blossom on Samoa, like towards the end there. We saw the aggressive Graviton come out first, then the aggressive Blossom, and even though that second ult, the Blossom didn't really find the kills they were looking for, it forced 3 ultimates from the side of Texas San Antonio, and that kind of reset ult economy, and then let Miami walk in with an even ult fight for last fight, which is, you know, a really great way to play your ult economy.
Yeah, it's also the fact that's what Miami likes to do. They like to create their own tempo. The minute they lose it, that's where we see them struggle, which we've seen a lot in the past in a few matches. Both teams here 3-1. We'll see what San Antonio decides to do. And the map is Esperanza, a push, which, considering that Miami's win rate on push right now is 89%.
Yep. It's a pretty solid map type for us. Esperanza also pretty solid individual map for Miami, though. The one thing that does worry me a little bit is the tendency I've seen for them to play an echo-based ball comp. If you switch out that Tracer for something like a Cassidy maybe, and more presence on the cart, a ball Tracer on Esperanza is going to be something you have to focus on to deal with, especially with that new perk that lets ball live for like 80 billion years. It's been around by the time they discover fossils of us and me still at this desk.
And we got the ball bans. Speaking of, ball is our ban for Miami, and I believe on the side of San Antonio they banned Reaper, which makes sense. Both teams played those things. That was the most annoying for both teams. They both banned it. That's usually what we see happen.
A Reaper on Esperanza isn't nearly as necessary as a Reaper on a control map. Like you could run a Soj Genji. I'm assuming we're still going to see Tracer, but like Tracer Genji wouldn't hurt. You can go the Orisa variant where you do like Orisa Soj Tracer. All those are really, really good options and things that we've seen from Miami in recent wins. So I wouldn't hate that, and I don't think the Reaper ban is like that effective.
And then go into a little bit more of the perk side while we wait to get into the match.
Love the perk side.
Love some stuff that happened with Tracer is I believe her one perk where if she picks up where she recalls, where she recalls backwards to get her health packs or not health pack, but her blinks back.
Yes.
Thank God.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I saw a thing about this on Twitter.
It no longer. It no longer gets the
Twitter,
blink backs. It gives you a recharge rate quicker.
Yeah, I saw that. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, and
apparently it's affecting blinks as well as the recall. That's what I saw on Twitch. It might be a bug.
It's supposed to only support the blinks, but now currently the perk is bugged.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And now you instead of having a 12-second recall duration, it's technically 10 or 9.
And it affects both. So it's not just that you have the boosted recall. It's that you have the boosted recall cooldown speed and the boosted cooldown speed for your blinks. So you can kind of cycle that into it, not an infinite loop, but like you just overall have a lot more uptime on Tracer with that perk by like a ridiculous amount. It's basically like, imagine if Tracer was like 15% more active as just a character. That's terrifying to deal with, because Tracer's already pretty strong.
And because of that reason, that's why we see a lot more of Tracer being played these past 3 days instead of Genji.
Oh, Sire.
It's just because people figured this out so quickly.
Oh, I thought Sire was going to pick Torb there to deal with the Tracer.
Yeah. Torb into Tracer is probably the best counter on DPS to deal with. Just
trust me, I know.
GM turret goes burr.
I'm planning on maybe getting back into Overwatch just to play Torb and Bastion in ranked.
This is very interesting because I will say these two tanks usually Arista is a better pick against a Mauga.
I didn't even see the Mauga on the other side.
With the new Mauga perk change where he gets, I believe, 150% quicker health back with his double heart, and then also he gets, instead of 100 bonus health, it's 150. So now a Mauga in cage could have 1,000 HP at a time.
That's terrifying. I do not like hearing that.
So Mauga is becoming a little bit more of a popular pick.
It's definitely a little scary, but I don't hate it because, Orisa can pop Fortify and just kind of walk out of his ult.
Oh, Alfonso Panic getting pushed back. Falling really low. How many uses it there a little early? But we see this little rotate. Now they're on opposite sides. Not just like getting hit, but with a right click and then an orb.
Malcolm gets aggressive, but Sire with a slide and some shots onto the enemy Soder to try and scare him away, and it works. Malcolm trying to push in as Sire falls to some pure kill body shots. Hooters going back to cart to try and delay, but On takes down Nanoi, so it's not an entirely empty fight. On sneaking behind, sneaking back towards the main, and getting a health pack to get prepped for this next fight.
It is good there that we got a little bit of a push on the card, so they could kind of get a little bit of a recontest here.
Maybe lost all of our cooldowns kind of kiting it, but yeah, you're right, we stayed on the cart, so really now is when the map starts, though trying to push up into this bridge section from that tunnel is definitely one of my least favorite pushes to try and make in Overwatch.
Yeah, they kind of have to just wait for On again to position.
Oh, Sire.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Great way to open that fight. Takes down the Wu Yang with a headshot, and the rest of Texas Antonio just kind of back off. They're only about 10 meters ahead of Miami, which to start a game out here with as, many more kills as your opponent with only that amount of distance to show for it isn't really where you want to be. Look, Miami's just now making that back up, taking a lead back, though actually not able to. Now he gets a little bit of a touch.
Oh, he gets melted down. He didn't hit that E quick enough. Unfortunately, there was a full charge railgun waiting for him. That's a hard part about playing Sojourn or playing these big tanks into a Sojourn. You just get feed for railgun every single fight. And Conserva's coming out for Texas San Antonio a little early, but it's
only Pooter on point.
They just kite back away. They just ignore all of it.
It's not even a kite. Pooter's like, nah, I'll be somewhere else.
And then a counter will Thundershock gets hit by non-tag on the back. All of them doesn't come out.
And it is a huge ult fight now. You see both support ults coming out from Miami, as well as the Wu Yang ult from Texas San Antonio, and their Kitsune Rush as well. Miami actually coming out on the right side of this ult-wise, despite the fact that the fight itself did not go their way. Definitely possible for Texas to get the lead here, though. I think Miami can get back into this with some ult before they get the butt scratch mode, as Uber would put it.
Unfortunately, they're not managed to find it. Nitrous Oxide on the flank, and then got 2 more. Just playing that Tracer so well.
Yeah.
But now we have this probably another ult fight coming up here. War is coming up in that cage, which is really scary, especially since not only with the other Mauga changes, they increase the rate he gets his ult by about 80% as well, which he hasn't been able to see much of because Miami's kind of playing this split comp. Oh, a little bit of revenge there for Guitar Bob. 1 on to Sire. OC coming out from Texas San Antonio.
They're able to get around the corner, though, and stuns the Mauga. We have a Mauga Jax. here today, and they're kind of getting aggressive, and they're though falling. I kind of would have liked to see Hooter pop that Orisa, you know, get that overhealth, get the pull-in. Mauga's out of cooldowns, low HP. You just saw Kiriko use their TP and their Suzu, but, you know, I don't hate it. You have it for the next fight. You have the Trace ult, you have the Soj ult, and we did see Soj ult come out from San Antonio as well as their Cage, so ultimately Miami is looking good ult economy-wise going into this next fight, and the lead's not that big
If
yet.
Miami can rotate these ults effectively, they could definitely get back to midpoint and even get lead. Pulse pump coming out from On, hitting a wall of really not getting not just Oxide falling first again. That is definitely what it seems to be stuck to San Antonio's plan. It's just bullying, and then Natalie hitting these headshots.
God, wait, this Mauga character is just absurd. What was that?
Yeah, they
Just living forever.
They increased the rate at which he gets the health back. So
No, I know. I
I
haven't seen it in person yet. That's just
it's
ridiculous. I like Mauga. I think he's funny.
And instead of when they're on fire, instead of getting 1 health back at a time, it's 2.
Yeah.
Which is it doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a lot.
Udo walking into this fight, starting off by doing
I just
a lot
saw
of damage to Wu Yang, and Wu Yang falls, though Nitrous does go down early as well, kind of making a trade back and forth, and now Miami's down the On as well. Tracer and Kiriko out of the play for Miami, and then there's the Kitsune rush to kind of extend this fight from Texas San Antonio, and they get aggressive and find 2 more picks. That is a good continuation. You know, Sire's got to get back into spawn here. We're about dying to the long-range Mauga fight. You never want to go that way.
No. Unfortunately here,
Booter.
he pulls it
He
out.
pulls the big guy.
They realize that that's
Fired up like a volcano.
You used to be able to destroy Malgathris with this new change, with how much health he gets at a time. You can't really break it down. I'm going to be honest, Nonag is kind of putting in a lot of work for San Antonio.
And there's the Wu Yang to start out, and here comes the charge from Mauga, but doesn't really do a whole lot to start out. We're kind of fighting back, using that Kitsune rush, but as I say that, he does ultimately fall. Sire going low and taking the body shot from the enemy Sojourn, and falling as well as Nitrous Oxide. The only ult coming back from Miami here is going to be the ult for Sire on Sojourn. But, you know, there's a Sojourn ult coming from San Antonio, and they actually just finished the math.
Yeah, that was very good there from San Antonio. They just kind of kept rushing the tempo. There was really nothing Miami could really do about it. They didn't have anything quick enough to really
Texas
burst
does
down.
look really good on that Mauga camp. I can actually see why Miami I can see why Miami banned it for map 1. That was a really good showing out of them. And you're right, they really just played it super aggressively, which is how you have to play Mauga. He's got to get up in your face and get aggressive to kind of do something or anything. But yeah. Ultimately, a momentum-based map, I'd say.
Yeah, and then a lot of that also has to do with the fact that Nonag was doing so much work there. He was, every single fight, he was getting Nitrous Oxide. Nitrous Oxide died first every single fight.
Well, like, not some of them were definitely early in the map and not necessarily his fault, but we saw it in the, like, I'd say the back 4 fights on that, once Texas San Antonio, took the lead there. Nitrous was kind of falling early to that Tracer, sometimes also their counterpart on the Kiriko. And, you know, it's what we said before. You do have to be careful of getting picked early, and that's one of Miami's, you know, kryptonites sometimes. But I do think that if they can kind of recapture what they were doing on map 1, as well as what they were kind of doing at the beginning of that map, they can get the momentum back. Plus, what map type is next? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember the order for this.
I think it is selection based.
Oh, is it entirely selection based? Because a lot of them it's selection based, but you do have a map type order. But I could be wrong.
I mean that, but that would have to be best of 5.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, and there's
who?
Texas bans Mauga?
Texas?
Oh, okay.
Because Texas banned it.
Yeah,
Texas
you're right. That's why I got so confused. Because they banned it. We banned Wu Yang first map.
Yes.
So wait, why did they? I guess we ban it now because they played it well, and ultimately what we just talked about is a moot point. Because I think a lot of the reason that Miami struggled that last map was that they couldn't really figure out what to do about the Mauga camp. But Mauga camp is no longer with us. So
and here's the other thing: now Reaper is definitely open.
Oh,
because
that's
they banned
right.
Reaper as well. So honestly, what I expect Miami to do here, if they really want to pull out their best card, is because they have map pick, I believe. There's either hybrid, escort, or flashpoint.
Yep,
I believe left.
What about Clash? What about we love? No, I'm kidding.
We're not.
I can't even do that joke for more than a 2 second.
But yeah, hybrid, escort, not our best modes, but we have been able to make them work now. Yeah. They've been practicing them a lot. If we go to Flashpoint and we go to Saravasa, which would be our
I'd like a Saravasa, because even if they do ban the Zarya, which could be an option
they
for.
Can't, because we banned.
Oh wait, we banned a tank. You're right. So they can't ban Zarya,
and they can't ban Reaper.
Really, I know they can't ban Reaper, but like wherever they go, Miami, I think they just run the Zarya Reaper and kind of rock with that. And I think that's just a good look for them, especially against what this team likes to do. Because if they go back to the ball, like that did not look great that map 1.
And then the other part about it is because No Nag was doing so much, if they want to either put Sire onto the McCree or the Torb,
yep, both good options.
Both good options to deal with Tracer. It'd help out Nitrous Oxide a lot and allow him to survive more.
Well, especially if we go to a flashpoint like I mean, it's probably gonna be Survasa. Every time someone goes flashpoint, it's Survasa. But like all the flashpoint modes,
Atlas.
Yeah, I liked how Atlas looked and kind of how it played when it first came out, and then I played it for like more than 4 games, and I was like, oh wait, the novelty wore off so fast. This map does kind of it feels like a Valorant deathmatch map in a weird way.
It just felt like playing Sunset.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like, this is the Overwatch version of Sunset.
It's like. It's a good looking map. That's the problem. It's the same problem I have with not Casino Royale. That's the James Bond movie. Not Clash Royale. What's Circuit Royale? I knew it was C Royale something. I just couldn't remember. Like that's a beautiful looking map, but God, that map sucks.
I hate that map because the only tank you can really play is just either Sigma or a dive tank.
I miss when San Antonio bans Kiri. That's interesting.
We might be singing on a brig.
I wouldn't hate that, especially if Miami could take him to an escort map, maybe. Oh, map of Survasa. So then I'm expecting probably like a ban Kiri, maybe a not Lucio Wu Yang if you're going. Sorry, Reaper. Maybe Moira. Moira's not that great. You don't have a ton of options here, but like
we could still see the Ana Brig.
Yeah, the Ana Brig wouldn't hurt. Even Brig Wu Yang, I wouldn't entirely hate. Probably wouldn't be the best, but just something to supplement the healing of the Reaper and the bubbles of the Zarya to keep it alive. Because on a Flashpoint map is where we see the Zarya Reaper comps really, really shine. Because you can play really fast if you want to and keep those fights going to, keep your Reaper active and your Zarya charge up.
Yeah, and the other thing about Ana, her perk change, she got a singular perk change, I believe, only one.
Oh, yeah.
Where it is instead her head to make them want to pick the headshot perk more. It is now a 2x multiplier.
She's just another
which means she can double tap.
Oh yeah, I was talking to Persuasions about this on the Tuesday stream. I don't know. It depends on what map you go with, but you can. I feel like you could theoretically get away with a BAP Ana comp if you wanted to play Ana like a weird Illari and you kind of play around getting that perk. It's definitely a little bit of like a cheesy comp, something I definitely not known for. What are you talking about? But I think it could be something funny to get, dude. If we played even half the comps I suggested, we would be like the most hated team in collegiate. Like if we ever get RJ on this stream, Shocker, sorry. If we ever get Shocker on this stream, he will attest to all the crazy, stupid ideas
we have
I had.
Headset. We could do a triple stream.
Yeah, can we like materialize Shocker here for we have him have like a sometimes on shows
from under the table.
Yeah, with like a card that like says a fun fact about the team. He's not even talking. He's just like
it's a SpongeBob.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of Binging with Babish. You ever seen that? It's a YouTube channel. He does cooking, and he does that little thing with the guy.
Yeah.
And
very nice.
There's the Zarya coming out from both sides, though I do see a BAP soldier from Texas San Antonio. Yeah, they stick with that.
We are also running BAP.
Yes, BAP. I think BAP Lucio isn't bad with the Zarya here, but okay, the Reaper switched to the soldier switched to the Reaper. Excuse me. I thought we were gonna see a soldier playing 25.
Yeah, we do have on there. This is going to be a little bit interesting. I do think the comp for San Antonio is a little bit better having that double flex instead of that flex.
Though Miami playing their comp right, the Sojourn you would want to go on this longer angle because the DBS of San Antonio don't really have any long-range capabilities.
We do see that Tracer going on the right side, and then we have the Reaper already popping raids, getting burst down quickly.
But that's a bubble out from San Antonio, and very early in the Reaper has to drop off height while Hun gets engaged with this fight here. Pryor, though, forced to back up, and the lamp also comes out from Miami, but Hun takes down Natalie. And it's Nognag.
Unfortunately, a lot of Miami... they're just going to rush him down. That was double bubble. They're just going to keep going forward. Unfortunately, because of the comp that San Antonio is running, Hooters kind of just has to bubble himself a lot of the time because he doesn't have a crazy amount of healing.
And like, you don't hate that, but that's only really if you can keep the momentum advantage, because ultimately you do want to be having a bubble available for your Reaper to play in that more aggressive position. And like, if you're able to do that ahead of time so that Zarya can have a bubble to be personally used.
Oh, there it is. Beautiful bubble in from On and the Booter Scooter. That kind of just derails all of San Antonio's fight, and we see that San Antonio switches off the Tracer, realizing it. They don't really, Miami doesn't really have anything that's very usable, diveable anymore.
Yeah, they just kind of sit back and take the shots while San Antonio tries to get in. Soldier kind of getting a lot of charge from a very grouped up composition. So, window comes out from San Antonio as they try and take the outside spot. Reaper going in, but quickly getting his Wraith form forced. The Zarya and the Reaper push bottom right and take out Miami's Immortality field, but Miami answers with their own window, and San Antonio kind of is forced to back off, though they are looking to hang out down in this bottom right. And Sire. Oh, that was just devious right there.
Very nice. Oh, no, not getting. Alfonso's not looking good. Unfortunately, there.
4v3.
On is very low. He just got that Wraith back. He's trying to get put back up from nitrous oxide.
Yeah.
He does have that Blossom coming up soon. He may be looking for it.
Miami actually at 99% here in overtime, starting to tick down. Overtime taking low, but beat comes out from San Antonio to force their touch. On coming out with the Reaper Death Blossom to kill the Zarya and take out the Immortality field. Getting aggressive with the TP to kind of pinch the rest of them.
Oh, Natalie getting...
That's a good headshot from Natalie on a Booter Scooter to kind of keep him in this fight. Sire.
But Natalie going a little bit bad position here. Now it's a 3v3. Miami's going to want to take this. And now it goes down.
TP. Sorry.
That is a TP.
Yeah, see, I think they thought that Miami wasn't over there and the Reaper was trying to get the touch on the point, so I'm not actually going to say that's that bad of a TP given the circumstances, but that is ultimately what leads to Miami taking the point back. And we're pressing Q.
In spawn?
Bonesaw Death Blossom?
No, not Bonesaw.
Yeah, I never put it in spawn.
I look at that and I see one of my teammates from Club Team.
Actually, yeah, I can't give myself that little credit.
Okay, they're probably going to go a little aggressive. Maybe an aggressive beat play here from Miami. Oh, very nice there from Pryor running away.
Oh, here come the Q buttons. We see the
beautiful
San Antonio cranks.
And then a counter grab.
Oh, that's beautiful for Miami, but can they finish the kills? They're getting low, but Zarya and Baptiste fall on the side of San Antonio. Awfully low, going down to 8 HP. Gets taken out by the Reaper, but we do trade Lucy back. It's a 2v2, and quickly now a 2v1 as the Reaper puts 12 shots of Reaper bits. I couldn't think of a funny thing to call his shotgun shells. I was going to say freedom, but that's solar.
Buckshot.
Yeah, that would have been better. 12 rounds of buckshot into Sire's face. Unfortunate.
It's a shotgun.
Yeah.
Well, it's either bird shot or buckshot.
I could have made a funny joke because he's like he's a demon guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Even his reach. Well, he's supposed to be scientific.
He's a little bit of a misplay there.
He's a science. He's a science ghost.
Oh,
that's a good looking window.
Can he get a shot? But unfortunately, they all managed to kite quick enough out.
Yes. Though they did, if you saw, Reaper had to go left while the rest of San Antonio went to point. So they did force a split, which means San Antonio can't start this next fight off with their point position control. And they do answer with their own window, but Miami with plenty of places to hide outside of LOS. Reaper TPing in, trying to pressure from a separate angle, but ultimately not able to do too much just yet with nitrous oxide keeping Cooter alive in the pocket. There is a big immortality to come up from Miami as On starts blicking down the rest of San Antonio. Soon after, the Zarya falls and then the Baptiste, and that is now point in Miami's favor. Though San Antonio taking all the way up to 80%, so it is going to be kind of a one-fight game here.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of ult economy switching around, see whose ults are better, because it does seem like a lot of San Antonio has to rely on this Reaper ult, but then also Miami has their own, but they're already close to pretty much halfway to almost all their ults again. So
and there is the Death Blossom On. Not the greatest in the world, but does force positioning and the immortality field from both sides.
On trying to get out before he gets bursted down, but he can't get out in time. If he has the quick TP, maybe he'll get out. Nitrous Oxide gets knocked by Bouncy. Unfortunately, that's a 3v5 for Miami.
Oh no!
No!
And Pooter didn't even have the right click to cancel it. He got clipped. It's Jover. That's an unfortunate loss right there.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be that point over and done with.
You got to be a little bit. You got to be kind of in there, in the mix when you pop that Death Blossom early. You don't want to be too predictive with it because you kind of end up with those instances where they boop you once and then just speed boost out of there. Though it is 1-1 on Suravasa here. Still plenty of Overwatch to be played.
Yep, and this point is one that Miami is quite favorable in. the fountain.
Fountain of Youth.
This is one that Miami has won a lot. The only issue here is that a lot of ults coming in for both teams.
Except for when we did C9 that one time the other day. We won the map, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I made fun of Matt for that. It was a funny one.
I mean, at least you didn't C9 on Kings Row 3 times.
It's an early immortality field out from Miami, though Sire gets cranking with the ultimate. Blossom and Beat comes out from the side of San Antonio, which does take down Natalie. Though a Grav and a Beat comes out from Miami to secure the Reaper. Counter Grav comes in, but can't really do a whole lot because it's just a Reaper and a window in your face. Doesn't matter if he's not moving, but the enemy window comes out from San Antonio. Soldier ult comes to kind of combo with
this fountain.
They're all sitting behind the fountain, man.
They have to. It's too much.
Siren off and he gets it. Way to turn the fight around. That was a very scary thing to deal with. You know, that Sodrill through the window can, I'm pretty sure, one-tap everyone but Zarya on the field.
And even then, Zarya will go down to like 58.
Exactly. But that's exactly how you want to play that. That is a pretty big fountain and not really all that big of a window. So, you know, Baptiste, not the greatest ultimate placement there.
Yeah, very
and
nice.
And he put on the little platform up there, so they can't really hide his spot.
Winning an ult fight with only popping 3 to compare to San Antonio's 4. The San Antonio did pop Grav, Beat, Reaper, Blossom,
not only does it
and
kind of even out the ult fight, because Miami went into that kind of down ults, it actually puts Miami in the lead, because On's coming up on a Death Blossom here. And I'm hoping they stay up top left for him to use it. It's a great spot to Death Blossom, though. Maybe kind of chasing out, I think it's the Tracer. Yeah, it's the Tracer.
Yeah, the Nautilus is back onto the Tracer, which is causing a lot of issues for the backline of Miami. They have to be very careful here. Oh, they do push in.
Yeah,
Booster falling really low, but can they get the Reaper?
There's the Blossom, and you know, here comes. Oh no, he TP's out. That's a good TP.
He does have the quick TP now, which does allow him to be a little more risky. I don't know if he wants to pop Blossom here.
I don't think he does. Miami's up, and Miami's just kind of finishing the fight. Yeah, you know, I think Gon was looking for a TP that whole time. It was just like everyone was dying on the side of San Antonio because Pooter was in their face and forced a lot of cooldowns. You're right, we also did pop window. I'm assuming Pooter got some big right clicks off. I couldn't
and then
really
also,
see.
I think Sire was just sitting there in front of it, just standing still, like just aiming down sights.
Yeah, I mean, San Antonio was kind of running away from On. I think they know he has the Death Blossom, but ultimately, they know he's still got it. He did hold on to it, so he has it for this next fight, which puts Miami at a really strong advantage.
Unfortunately, San Antonio is coming up a lot of ults as well. We'll see if that Pulse Bomb can hit anything. And I'm not really seen a lot of like power.
Aggressive bubble and aggressive Wraith Form coming out from San Antonio, but it's really all for naught as the Reaper ult gets 2. What a beautiful ult from On. Thank you. You are making me proud on the Reaper guy. You know, he's very powerful special move. It only takes you 2 or 3 shots when you come from the side to execute a kill. I want to keep making that joke every time people play Reapers. It's a classic.
It is very interesting that we have seen On before taking the shotgun, the extra shotgun throw.
Yeah.
Double grab coming out from both teams. On gets melted down.
On dies with the graviton damage. They're kind of coming in with some right clicks to find the BAP, and a big beat from Miami to extend the fight here. Miami kind of taking down that Lucio here, and oh wait, the switch confused me. That's our Lucio.
Luckily, Sire was just on the point, just shooting from long range.
Pooter was in the mix, On was in the mix, and that took all of San Antonio's attention. Sire just kind of having free reign of the place. And he's coming up on the hold here. Bobs it a little bit early, I think. Maybe that was a misclick? Oh, no, he's over there. Never mind.
Yeah, he was trying to find a little bit of an angle there, be a little aggressive. He doesn't manage to get anything with him, unfortunately. And now we have San Antonio coming out with 3 ult here to just nearly the window. And
that is not a great soldier ult to pop as Lucio actually comes around here with Beat and an aggressive Death Blossom, which gets Nitrous Oxide as well as his lamp. Pooter chasing down the BAP, maybe looking for a little something, but can't find it. Though that is 99 for Miami, and that is 2 ults from Texas San Antonio. They were going into this fight with a huge ult advantage. So
realistically, I expect Miami here to just kind of walk into this fight building ults. They plan
that's
to
what I
lose
want
this
them to
loop.
do.
All of them kind of fall over around 50%, 60%, get there at around 80 to 90, and have like about 3 to 4 ults.
And you do want to try and force this defense matrix, amplification matrix. And there it is. That's what Miami does. They force it and they back up. They don't even have to give any lives for that. And just like that, the ults on the field even out. I'd say a BAP window is definitely better than a Tracer Pulse Bomb, especially when BAP's got that window in his back pocket. So Miami's looking good going in this next fight.
Yeah, you be careful with that Pulse Bomb, though, because if that hits someone like Siren, he's slides in the wrong way.
There's the window. And the rest of San Antonio kind of back away. Though they
Beautiful
are forced to split
pick from On.
Just bringing those shotguns to the party like he was doing map 1. Though Pulse Bomb finds the lamp and the Tracer finds the BAP. Reaper
do they touch?
They barely get the touch with the Tracer and the Reaper, though it's a 2v4 right now.
Coming out
Big
beautiful.
Death Blossom, yet another one on this point. Though Natalie finding the rest of the Reaper. The enemy Reaper TP's in, but has to Wraith form out, and Tracer and him both go for that Coast health pack.
Beautiful
and the
pick.
Tracer plays in with Zarya right click. What is happening?
I do believe that I had to back off a little bit there, though, because the rest of the team came back.
Yeah, but it's a 3v3 and high charge Zarya is on the field for Miami, but
then the ball.
Texas brings out the ball to get a touch here. Now, it's not a bad pick to kind of get into the mix again, but
beautiful flick there from On.
He's bringing the guns to the fight. It's the gun show, and then the ball falls right after. It's looking a little crispy here, though. San Antonio does
beautiful grab to get rid of that.
Lucio just kind of dancing on the wall. There's a Juno too, but it's not really looking great. Tracer falls as the beat comes out, and that is the end of the match for Miami. A W to finish us off.
Going
real good.
2-1 against Texas San Antonio. Beautiful series there.
And looking a lot better on this map 3 than they were map 2. They, figured out whatever kind of happened to flip the momentum and cause a problem, but and Sire securing the Bonesaw sponsor play of the game. Don't ask why I said that recruiter. With some hopefully more enticing gameplay, and it's that headshot onto the Baptiste. Really just open and shut case. Oh, and a little extra kill on the Reaper to add to it, but yeah, that bat kill on that arena point of Suravasa, which is kind of an open and shut fight, if I'll be honest. It's the pick that you need. Zarya has no uptime really after the bat falls. They had also, I think, popped their Matrix earlier in the fight, kind of open it up. So yeah, very good play.
Very good there from San Antonio and Miami. Miami just inching it out, especially on that Suravasa. There was a few little instances where there were a few mistakes. However, would like to really point out Sire's rails that game were a lot better than we've seen in recent games before. It's very, very much improving. And then also on being a lot more situational aware with the Reaper, because as I was saying, usually he'd like to pick those shotgun perks to really get that finishing blow, but because of the way that perks were changed, they decided to really just run the go with the Wraith speed boost, because I mean Soul Orb is kind of useless in this current meta right now, and then picking that, and you kind of just need that quick teleport. It's definitely the best,
and it's like it changes what you're able to do with TP. You can, like, generally TP is just a long mobility move, but not really in fights. Use it to kind of move around the fight to get your startup angle here. But this perk, and I haven't had time to like play around with it yet, but it looks really fun, is really good because Reaper can then use TP in the mid fight. We saw it a lot from On to kind of reposition quickly for big death blossoms, and it's like usually with Reaper TP you don't have a ton of time to react, and now you do, or now you don't. Excuse me, I mixed that up.
And now Miami is sitting here 4-1 in Homecoming, which looks very pretty.
No, I think we're 5-1 because we were 4. Yeah, no, you're right. It's 4-1. It was 3-1 to start us off. I'm bad at math. Ignore all I'm saying.
Yeah, that will be the end of our stream here tonight. Miami does indeed have another match coming up at 10 p.m., but we will be ending the stream here tonight because we have duty calls.
We are students first. Unfortunately,
we gotta have to do that. So
damn me up for school.
So we'll be ending stream here right now. I do not believe they're still streaming it, but Smash is streaming on the club, Miami Club.
I think so. I think they're.
Twitch,
I mean, they were running a little bit earlier. If they're not streaming, you can check out the VOD.
Yeah, check out the VOD. Should be pretty good. Our Smash team is doing really well this season, I believe.
Yep, I've been following their exploits. I live with one of the Smash guys.
But
shout out Palpa.
We will be coming back with Overwatch. I believe next week is our next instance, because I don't believe we have
on
anything tomorrow.
Tuesday,
which I believe is either another ESC or Quals,
which is helpful because I was hoping I didn't have to cast over the weekend. I have a wedding I'm going to. Very exciting.
Very exciting. That'll be the end of our stream. Then we will see
y'all
night, my
friends.
Next week.
Bye bye.